Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my playthrough of Randy Random Losing is Fun in Rimworld. I started off with being raided, so I sent out one of my colonists to engage, which ended up with him getting shot. So my starting colonist got him patched up and then got her to try and bait the raider to walk through my spike traps. But annoyingly, the raider somehow dodged getting hit by the spike traps, so I had to melee the raider to death instead. After that, I built an additional room which I could use for another colonist, which coincidentally occurred when I had the opportunity to rescue a person who was willing to join me. And as I was willing to have a third colonist, I accepted. So I put both of my colonists into a caravan and sent them on their way to rescue the prisoner. When they arrived, I saw that the guard had low shooting and melee skills, so I knew that it would be an easy win. So I got my ranged colonist to distract the guard, while my melee colonist got close enough to deal decent damage. After downing the guard, I got my colonists to break down the door for the room containing the prisoner to free them. I thought that I might as well get the guard as prisoner myself, so I can get a colonist that can get better at cooking quicker, so my colonists don't get food poisoning. After patching up the prisoner, I broke into the last room to loot it, and it had an excellent quality sleeping bag, which I nabbed. So as a result of that, I had gotten everything I wanted from this spawn, so I reorganized the caravan and went back to base. When they got back, I had ran out of medicine, so I made a growing zone for herbal medicine. As I was running out of food, I decided to go hunting, and while I was doing that, a rhino went mad and started to attack my hunting colonists, which was pretty bad as I didn't have any spare medical supplies and my colonists could get infections and die, which is bad. While Brooklyn was holding in the rhinos for butchering, she entered a daze, which was annoying because the rescued prisoner from earlier was literally dying on the floor. But Rosine was able to self-tent but couldn't do it in time as they got downed and then died. But Rosine was able to self-tent but couldn't do it in time as they got downed and then died, but not before getting an infection for good measure. Later, when Brooklyn was in a daze, Red decided to go berserk and start to beat up Brooklyn, but was easily put down. And because why not, another raid occurred, so rinse and repeat of what happened earlier on. Even more violence, because why not? But seriously though, Brooklyn's rage nearly single-handedly ruined this playthrough. I'll just let you see how. Brooklyn effectively got herself killed by getting knocked by a Mega Sloth. But I forgot that there's a chance for the Man in Black to spawn, which barely saved the run, but at the cost of Red. The Man in Black also attended to Brooklyn while she was literally half an hour away from dying. And because I could, I decided to arrest a wild person that wandered in before I realized that wild people can't be recruited, so I decided to do some operations. The operations that were undertook were moderately successful at first, but it did take up a lot of my medical supplies. But all things must come to an end, as the man in black had a tantrum and Brooklyn had to put him into the prisoner room with a dead corpse. When some traders showed up, I sold the results of the operations for some more medicine and profit. Sadly, the man in black, the clutcher of playthroughs, died. After I buried the man in black, a pod crashed with the person, and since she kind of had bad traits and skills that I didn't need, so you can tell what I did. That's right, even more operations! Which I promptly sold the results of for more medicine and profits. But success doesn't last forever, as I had to watch all of my food burn while Brooklyn was in yet another daze. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Feel free to like and subscribe. Goodbye.